to this week's Joe Cooks. Hope everyone's fighting fit and they've had a nice Sunday. This week, I thought I'd get back in the kitchen and do it the human way. I'm going to have a go at making a treacle tart. Old school dinner favourite and that. I've never made one. So yeah, we'll have a quick run through the ingredients and we'll crack on. Really easy this one. 6 ingredients. It takes about 40 minutes. It cooks in 2 halves. We've got a pastry and we've got a filling. And then we'll bring it all together in the oven. But yeah, for the pastry, I'm using 200 grams of plain flour. 100 grams of low-fat spread, which I've chilled down in the freezer a little bit. You can use butter, use what you want, because the calories are off the charts on this one. And a few splashes of milk, just to bring the pastry together. For the filling, we're going to be using 150 grams of breadcrumbs. This is a bit I couldn't work out, you know. I couldn't work out the filling. I knew it was nice, but luckily I've got a mate who was a dinner lady and she put us right. We're using 400 grams of golden syrup, which I've already weighed out and put in a pan. I haven't warmed it up yet. I've just weighed it out because it's easier to weigh from there to there instead of scraping syrup everywhere and that. And a squirt of lemon juice. Or we're going to be making a simple pastry. Really easy. It's 200 grams of plain flour into a bowl. 100 grams of the margarine. Like I say, the lists will be in the description as normal. There's quite a few little bits of equipment involved in this one, but they'll all be listed. And using my hand mixer, I'm just going to make this into like a breadcrumb consistency. You'll have seen us do this before on the channel and that. But yeah, we'll just waz this up. Make it into a breadcrumb. Bit noisy, so we'll do a transition and that. Right, we'll mix this into a breadcrumb consistency now. It's lush this, man. Dead easy. Like a crumble mix, innit? Really cold. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring it together with a few splashes of milk. I'm just going to drip it in. I'm going to go as far as I can with my mixer. Then I'm going to get it with my fingers. Tell us in the comments what school dinners you used to like and that. Maybe I'll do one because I love them all, mate. Like, so simple. The only thing about them, always high fat, always high sugar, especially the puddings. But we're going to take this as far as we can go. Then we'll get it with our fingers. Right, that's as far as the mixer's going to take us. Now I'm just going to go with my hand and I'm just going to push it all together. Might need a bit more milk. I don't think so though, because it's quite sticky to start with. So we'll just bring it into a dough ball. If I was making a different type of tart or something, I might put salt or I might put sugar in the pastry. But this one, there's that much sugar in the filling. It doesn't make no difference. So we've got our pastry there. We're not going to handle it too much because we want to keep it nice and firm in that. I'm going to put it in a paper bag. You can wrap it in cling film if you've got no plastic bags and that. And I'm going to stick it in the fridge to firm up for about 15 minutes. I'll have a little tidy down and we'll move on to the next stage. Well, pastry's firmed up a treat now. Absolutely lush. We're going to set that aside because there's a couple of things we need to do first before we start messing about with that. And that is, we're going to start preheating the oven to 200 degrees Celsius. And what you want to do is you want to put a baking tray in that's bigger than your flan case. I'll be using this flan case today. It's a removable bottom one and that. The cheapest chips. But what we'll do when we cook it in the oven, we'll put it straight onto this. Then we can handle it from here, and it's easier, a lot easier. So this can go in the oven, and we'll sort this case out. Right, the pastry case, it is a non-stick one, but to edge me bets, I'm just going to give it 1 squirt of fry light. And I'm just going to rub it around with a bit of kitchen foil, kitchen paper. Just to, as a little insurance policy, because there's nothing worse. You've done all the hard work, you've done all the tricky bits, and it sticks and just breaks into a million bits. But we'll stick that to one side and we'll bring in our pastry. Right, I brought my flour bag back out just so I can dust my board and that. I've got rid of the chopping board because the chopping board, nightmare when it comes to flour. Spend too many hours trying to wash flour out of a chopping board. It's a nightmare. But anyway, we're going to turn this out. We want it nice and crumbly, but we don't want it too crumbly. So, and what we're going to do, we're going to roll it out. I've got my rolling pin here. I'm just going to dust that down. Don't want any moisture anywhere near it. We're just going to roll it out to the size of this bottom plus about an inch. Hopefully I've made enough pastry. If it gets a bit sticky, bit more flour. I don't know about where you are, but I tell you what, I went to the gym this morning at 6 o'clock and it was raining. I come back at 8:30 and it was raining. It's now about 2 o'clock in the afternoon and it's raining. It's rained non-stop. But it's perfect time to get in the kitchen and that. Right, we'll give this a quick measure up. Not bad. I think I'll go with that. We're just going to try and wrap it round here, nice and gentle, and hopefully I can lift it over with flank case. Yeah, look at that. If it's going to go wrong, it's going to go wrong now. Right, let's roll this out, and hopefully I don't have to mess about with it too much. Right, we've got that in. What we want to do is just gently press it down all the way around. Use the flutes. If you've got a fluted flan tin, just use the flutes. Just press your fingers in gently. Just fold it over, press it in gently. Doesn't matter if there's dips, doesn't matter if there's holes. We can sort them out. That's no worries. Right. I'm just going to nick a bit of the extra to build this side up a little bit. I've got a little bit of blank in there, That one's fine. That's fine. I'll just push it in. But this one, we'll just take a bit from here, plug it up. Absolutely perfect. And now what I'm going to do is, just give it one last check just to make sure it's pushed down properly. Right. I'm going to pierce it with a fork a few times just to stop it lifting up. There'll be moisture created when it's drying itself out in the cooking process. Let that steam escape properly. Right, and what we're going to do now is we're going to take a bit of parchment paper. Like I said, there'll be lists in the description as normal and that. We're just going to scrunch it up. I've cut a size out big enough for this. We're just going to hoy it in. Hoy. I haven't said that word for years, since I was about 10 years old. Just going to hoy it in. Right, put that in there. We're going to fill this with baked beans. You can use rice. You can use little pebbles. Pebbles are great. Just collect enough, give them a good boil wash and that, they'll be fine. Right, we're going to chuck them in. Even them out a bit. And this is going to go into this preheated oven, 200 degrees, for 10 minutes. I'll have another little tidy down and we'll get on to making the filling. While our flan case is cooking, it's got about 8 minutes left. We'll move on and we'll start with filling. We've got our golden syrup in here, like we've seen at the beginning, and that 400 grams. And I'm going to put it on number 2, and I'm going to warm it gently. I don't want it to boil, and we don't want it to burn. And just to take the edge off all that sugar, I'm just going to give it a little squirt of lemon juice. Not a lot. I'll just batten it down a little bit. But we'll let that warm up, then we'll stick with breadcrumbs in. Like I said, really easy this, man, really easy. Right, well, sir's warmed up nicely now. I've just heard my buzzer go off from my oven. So I'm going to lift my pastry tray out. And I'm just going to stick it on this chopping board to cool down. Well, not cool down, but just to rest up while we make this filling. And the filling, you'll see now, it's like water. It's like water, the syrup. Lush, man, lush. We're just going to start feeding these breadcrumbs in and mixing them in. I'm not too sure how many I've got to put in, to be honest. Like I've done 3 thick slices which was 150 grams. So we'll see how far we get. But I think you just got to mix it up. Keep it quite runny so you can put it in your pie case. But yeah, I think that might do for me. Or is it? I might take more. Like I say, first time I've ever made this. I think we'll put the rest in. Go on, why not? Right, we'll let this sit and soak this syrup up. We'll move over, we'll sort our flan case out, we'll bring the two together and we'll bake it off and we'll eat it. We've blind baked wort flan dish and that. Let's have a look what we've got. We're just going to lift these beans out. Watch them because they'll be red hot. Don't be putting them back in the plastic container like I did the last time. And I lost a lot, but look at that. Perfect flan case. Bit raggy around the edges, but I don't mind about that. Right, it's all stayed nice and flat and that. We're just going to put this in here now. And spread it out. Get it in. My oven's on still. We're just going to turn the oven down to 180. So it was on 200. We're just going to turn it down to 180. Well, look at this, man. Look at that. Fantastic. The new bike racks just come from Amazon. Can't wait to put it on, you know. Can't wait. We're like a proper biker then, like. So, can't wait. Like a Christmas present in April. Right. What I'm going to do, I'm going to return this back to the oven now. 25 minutes at 180. We'll come back, we'll serve it up, we'll say our goodbyes, and you just can rush in the kitchen and try and make it for yourselves. Right, I'll see you in 25 minutes. Right, let's bring in what we've made. Hey, look at this. Look at that. Check that out, man. You having that? It's very, very hot. Very, very hot. Right, we'll just get rid of this tray because we don't need that anymore. We'll get it out of here. So yeah, I'd like to thank you all for watching again. I know you've put up with us a lot, but it's most welcome than that. And yeah, Treacle Tart. School Days Treacle Tart. Hopefully it's going to drop out of this nicely. Don't break. Up. Yay, there we go. I should have trimmed them bits off really at the end, like, but never mind. Move this out the way. I'm just going to stick mine straight onto here. And look at that. Fantastic. It's a bit hot, but let's get in and have a closer look at what we've made. Look at that. Straight from your school dinner queue to your home. Fantastic. Treacle Tart. Going to serve mine with a bit of Squirty Cream in that. I'll say the calories, I'll put them on the screen for a portion. I think this will do about 8. But they're high. But what's a treat once in a while, eh? What's a treat? Let's get this served up and see what it tastes like. That said, if there's anything you want to see us cook on here, get in the comments and that. I'll have a go, you know. It's good to have fresh ideas and that. Look at that. Absolutely fantastic. But yeah, thanks for watching and that. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit the like button, hit subscribes and that. I'm on about 105 now, I think. But look at this. Look at that. Beautiful. About 400-500 calories. Absolutely nuts. But so nice. Nice squirty cream. You normally wouldn't get this in a school canteen, would you? You'd end up on that stuff, on the old bird's custard and that. School dinner ladies love bird's custard. But yeah, look at that. Nice squirt of cream in that. And there you have it. School Days Treacle Tart. Fantastic. Be kind, everyone. And have a taste of this. Hopefully it's not going to be too hot. But I bet it will be. And I'll see you on next week's video. Fantastic. It's like being 10 years old again. See you next week.